Hi there, guys. There are really some mornings when you wake up and you think in your brain, I wonder how long it would have me to get all around the Watford DC line. So it's time to find out then. My first train to start is at 5:13 a.m. and I'm on 2C00 head code 272 all the way down to Euston. So, let's see how long it would take. The doors are closing. Let's leave the station. Let me do something first. Stopwatch is ready. Not gonna go yet. Only 1 minute. And then we can start the stopwatch. This does include stopping at stations like Watford High Street and what was that station again? Harrow and Queen's Park. So you'll see a lot of stations as we go on. So let's have a look anyway. No, I'm gonna be very busy today, so let's get started. Alright, the timer has started. Let's see how long it takes us to go through all, I don't know how many stations. Put them in the comments on the Watford DC line. The stopwatch has now started. We're already 25 seconds in. And let's see how long it takes me to do every single Overground station on the Watford DC line. Well, the class 710 is included in the video, so there's no trying to be one of them trying to be like, okay, let me just do this or let me just do that. Well, it's not gonna happen today in today's video. I'm not gonna steal a train. This is gonna be a passenger thing. Alright, let's sit in my seat. That's me with the grey shirt, and that's the Overground guy. Well, I'm gonna call him Daniel, just for context. Do the horn. Alright guys, we are now approaching our first station. This has been 1 minute and 50 seconds of the Watford DC line thing so far, and we are already now arriving at Watford. Well, not Watford Third, but Watford High Street. Let me just put my feet thingy back up again. Well, maybe I can wait. I think it's a fail. I think I got an idea. We're gonna mark how long we can do every single station that we can do. I need to find a station to do this at. Let's see how long by train that I can do. Train Sim World 6 is coming on September 25th. Remember to tune into my videos and stay updated for them as well. Well, if you want to subscribe and ring the bell for more Train Sim World content, including Train Sim World 6, it will be starting on September 25th. But enough with yapping, let's get on with the video. Let's go. Alright, I'm at Hampstead, which is provided by the sign here, SH Hampstead, which I'm going to call it SH because I can't say S's. So, even though it is at 5:43, I can still spawn my train and try to look for any potential hazards. So I got an idea for it. How about if I spawn a class 375, right? And then I go all the way to Watford. Is that even a thing here? Well, in case you were correct, I'm still going to use this. So let's have a try on it. AWS, all that stuff you do need. Raise the horn and down the horn. I think I want to switch routes. You know what? Let's switch routes. It's already 8:04, real life. I know where I want to go, so I think I'll scrap that route for now, and then I'll go in. Where should we go? Oh, you don't know this, Manchester Airport commuter. This is a route that I wanted to go for absolutely ages this year, so it doesn't matter anyway. Maybe even a 390. So, yeah, who knows? Let's have a look at the 390 on free roam, or we could actually, because I'm a big fan of it. Do not lie to me, fanboys. Let's use the 390 on the SCHS or the South Eastern High Speed. Sorry for saying that, by the way. Let's start at our first station. We can't try this on the Faversham line though. We can only try this on the Ashford line. So I would say starting at another station is going to work proper. So I'm gonna start at Dartford for today's stuff. Then first of nothing. Right. Let me move on. Alright. Let's go to St. Pancras International, like I always do, anyway, in future things. And let's go. What platform do you want to go? Either platform 11, 12, or 13. I'm gonna say 13, because it's way better, and then you don't have to waste your time with the other East Midlands trains platforms a lot of times. because I don't like East Midlands trains a lot, because they keep on having AI that spawn between platforms 4 and 1, and it is so annoying at St. Pancras when you have trains like an EMT class 43 spawning in your way like that. It's a little annoying, don't you think? Let me know if you had this problem with EMT high-speed trains before, to remind me about that, yeah? So, and even though I do not like EMT high-speed trains, I made myself a punishment to ride these trains. So, for this, for today's, thing, we are going to be using the EMT 43 HST high-speed locomotive. So, we are going to... What area are we going, that you say? Well, I have no idea. So, I'll try to remind you when we're done with the coupling situation. Parking brake off. I don't need a parking brake. I don't like parking brakes. They're so annoying, parking brakes. Alright. AWS isolation. Can somebody know where it is, please? Or maybe I think I know where that is. Alright. We got both carriages together. Now we're gonna go all the way down to Ebbs Fleet, and then we're gonna go to the Path Pit, which is after the station. Anyway, gonna be using AWS. It doesn't matter what we do. And full throttle. High-pitched tone or high-pitched tone. Is that same speed? Doesn't matter. Alright, enough of high-pitched tone sounds. We need to move. And this total trip, by the way, if you did not know, is going to be 21 to 23 miles of track, all the way from St. Pancras International, where we just started, all the way to Ebbsfleet International. And then after, when we're done with that, we're going to move on to another route, which I know you guys are familiar with, or you don't know, which is the Midland Main Line, Nottingham, Derby and Leicester, which we are going to be using, and we are going to be using Class 66s and HKA hoppers, and we will use that later in the video, so I'll remind you about that afterwards. But for now, let's go to Ebbsfleet. We are doing the head code for today's train is 8F59 43,055, service to the Path Pit in Ebbsfleet near Gravesend and Higham. Not Higham, but I can't remember what that stop was, so yeah. This area actually is near Northfleet and also Gravesend, which I'm also going to be using afterwards. But for now, We are literally going at ridiculous speeds here. 133 miles per hour in total, which is so annoying. I had to put that there. Train supply has to be on. DRA reset. What else is there? What have I done? Oh yeah, I can literally put the parking brake off whenever I want to. So that's nice. I don't know how you put on this thing, but we are going to be passing Stratford by any means or of all means. Stratford, ready to be passed. And we're back inside the tunnel again. We've already passed Stratford International on the map. So, we are going for the next 14 or 15 miles throughout Rainham in Essex and all other stations, all the way to the Path Pit, which is in Ebbsfleet. And then we'll go on to the Midland Main Line afterwards. So move on. Back in again. Alright. Let's have a look at what we've done so far. 14 miles, nothing else. Literally stayed in here, nothing to do. Literally hycotomus. Is that even a word? Hycotomus. We are literally doing this Path Pit stuff. Might get back onto London commuter and do some Reigate to Red Hill and Gatwick Airport via Earlswood and Salfords and Hawley rides as well with the Class 350 or maybe the 465 later in the video, so you will be able to see what will happen. Why is my literal train literally broken down like that? Well, we still have AWS activated. Oh my god, it's working for us now. Oh my god, we're gonna get back onto the outside. Yep, that will be happening. Look at that on the map, it is so fast. I'm on free roam service 462945, 462,945, which is my free roam service number. I'm using it on free roam in Trainstone World 6. Not number 6, but number 5 in that case. Look at that fast bounce. Nine and a half miles left. Let's go. So I'm gonna coast a little while and then go back up again. I think I want to go back to St. Pancras, you know? I think that's what I want to do. Might use a cross-country class 220 on the London commuter line on the 25th September. Also stay tuned for that as well. Might use the class 220 as an 8-car formation to go all the way between London Victoria and Reigate, splitting at Red Hill. By the way, enough of that yapping. Let's go down to Red Hill or Merstham, whatever stop we can go, or maybe Salfords. We need to do a 3-car train maximum, like a class 166 or a 313. There'll be also an AI service by there'll be an AI network. I'm making this up. A AI network Northwest class 377 service from Red Hill to Reigate and then Reigate to Red Hill only, and then an AI service all the way down to Tunbridge, which might happen, but Tunbridge is only available in timetable mode, so it hell doesn't matter. I'm still going to do that anyway. So we need to spawn 377, 205. That is our goal to spawn. Because I'm not staying here for absolutely ages thinking, what am I going to do? No. No. I shouldn't have cancelled that 205, but it doesn't matter. We got 377,209 for company. So, this is going to do AI services running around the loop between Reigate and Red Hill. And then after that, we will also put another class 377 back in the mix. So we can also put it all the way down to the test from Red Hill to Gatwick Airport via Salfords and all other stops. But by the way, let's start the whole thing. But we do, as I said, need to spawn a class 323 or whatever's going on. Put my lights in the cab, like I always do every day. Do not mess up. Let me fix the back cab issue, because we are going to have a bad issue with the back cab, because we are going to use that for any services going from Reigate to Red Hill, so it doesn't matter. This is going to be for the return leg, by the way, and this is going to go BTW. Yep. This is going to go all the way to Red Hill. Oh.
For your personal safety and security.
Might do something else, which is depicted on the rural scenes of Reigate. What I'm going to do actually, fast travel back to Reigate, the other platform for Great Western Railway trains, which is platform 2, right? And then spawn in, you know what I'm saying, a class. You know what's gonna happen? A class 377 from the East Coast Way. We're gonna spawn it in this platform, and she's the best, I'm aware. Oh! We got 377469, so that is a great number to start with. Thank God we got it, because I thought, what were we doing here? Well, so many stuff gonna go on here later, so you know what's gonna happen. Alright. Well, it is working for me. Relatively happy that it's working. But I think I'm going to spawn something in the downsiding actually. Which is going to be, close your eyes for this, a AI class 166. And as I said, that is 100% ridiculous and 100% malnutritious. Well, why am I saying malnutritious is because I need to spawn a 166 because it's a very important and I am not wasting my drives on this. So I'm gonna spawn a 3-car train here at the downsiding, maybe. I don't know which siding, but I don't know what this one is. Maybe another siding at Reigate actually. But it doesn't matter. 166,220 has already been spawned. Now the next thing that we need to do, get into this lovely cab, which I appreciate some of you appreciating it. And moving on to another little bit of magic. Like I said, there's nothing to do than greatness. Alright, train lighting is on, sit in the driver's seat, and then go all the way back to Reigate, platform 1. But Reigate platform 1 does not exist anyway. So Reigate platform 2 can do the job absolutely finely. Finally, cutting edge work, I would say. Open this other cab door because I might come back into that. Put myself back into Red Hill. 51483, that was my free roam number. 514283 on screen. Not gonna give up control of the class 166 because I might be back on that one later. Moving on to our AI class 377 that I spawned just a while ago. 377,209 is ready, but before we leave the station, I do need to spawn a bunch more trains here. There are some honourable mentions. Class 375/9, which is going to be spawned in the 922, which is not helpful. I want 375/913 to spawn in. Or maybe, if I was even wrong, because I'm not going to be lying to you, a 8-car class 3, not 375, but 465 illiterately. And that is 465923. Or, if I was wrong, because I'm not being stupid, because this has to happen, haphazardly happen, is my guy, not that one, because that is not a reference. What I found is, if I keep on spamming more trains, 465905, my favourite guys should be back. Well, by then, obviously. 934, do not want that one. 925, I've been spamming so much, I don't know where 905 might be. Come on, please. 465905, just spawn in. One, two, six, not the right one. 909, doesn't matter. 904, oh, again, one more closer. 911, 925. Try and go wide. I'm sorry about this, guys. I'm so sorry about what I'm about to do, because I'm still spamming more 465s anyway that I can possibly count, because I want 465905. Hey, my little brother, 465905 is back. That's from that London Victoria video that I just watched. Alright, 465905 is back. What we're gonna do is do a depot move on this guy. And he's gonna go straight up on the line to Clapham Junction. And he is going to stop at platform 16 in that case. And then go back down. Or we're gonna do like a high-speed train service all the way from Red Hill to Victoria, and then Victoria back down to whatever platform I want to go to anyway. Platform 1 is unreachable. How about platform 6 then? Yes it is, I know it is available. Let's have a look. I can't believe my 465905, my guy is back. But I'm gonna just name it My Guy for some more context. Because I like 465905. I had to cancel that location because I wanted to do platform 8 on the sequence. No, not platform 8, platform 4 at Victoria, calling at every single station. But, by the way, I'm not going to be doing any high-speed train style things unless I do this proper. So, I'm going to do a high-speed train service all the way between Red Hill and Victoria. Our first station is going to be platform 4 or 3 in Purley, going north towards London, which is actually made up by me. Put everything up. That's 6 miles more than the original half past London Victoria type stuff. But within that, I should say that this is not going to be formed onto any type of stuff like that. But I don't know why there had to be such stuff for that. But it doesn't matter. I'm still going to use this guy at Reigate. But I'm not going to go to Reigate yet unless that train does go. Because, well, I'm not going to be wasting my time with that whole thing. So, if I do not want to do this, then I can literally just spawn a 6-car class 395 at platform 0. That'll work absolutely perfectly with no mishaps. So I got a good idea for it. Well, perfect. The C, and then pantograph up and then shoes down again. Should work. Yes, it is. Cab lighting has to be fully on because I'm not going to be fixing it afterwards. Remember that 465905 that I wasn't not going to be using? Yep, that is going to be cancelled ahead of my 465905 schedule, which I'm not going to be using the 166220 again. So I found a better idea for capitalising on the whole thing. AWS, and then put my path to another station wherever's possible. Well, I don't care whatever's possible. Well, first station will be, in that case, Purley Oaks, because I will be not wasting my time going to Purley Oaks anyway. Well, a 6-car train can actually have the job very perfectly. So I would say this trip is going to go very spectacular in that case. And I'm gonna be back to the 377-209 later in another video. So I need to save this world in case I get lost at London Victoria, and then try to TP myself back down to Reigate. Alright, we are now started the schedule between Red Hill and Victoria. We are going to be calling at every single stop, 377,209. I'll be back to you tomorrow morning, yeah? So tomorrow then, for the 395, which I'm going to be using, which is in that case, which is a 6-car formation, 395011, I will be using this train for myself, so it doesn't matter because I gotta be very fast with this. Thanks to me, I've already put AWS, so it doesn't matter what I'm actually doing anyway. Being parked wipers to right is way better. I'll continue this trip tomorrow then, but okay guys, I'm now going to end the video here. Tomorrow morning we are going to continue the trip where we left off at East Croydon, or maybe all the way at Selhurst or Norbury, whichever station's better for my 395011. So I'll see you guys tomorrow afternoon at midday. Yeah, midday tomorrow. And remember, there'll be a lot of posts on my community updates for RMB. There'll be a lot of community updates on my postage on my YouTube saying about Train Sim World 6. So bye guys, and I love you all, and I love you so much on my YouTube. Subs and subscribers, I've already done 400 already. We need to get to 500 subscribers by the end of September or October. Thank you guys so much. I've really made it this far. Only 400. Only about, I don't know how many subscribers to go. So thank you guys for watching, and happy rail simming in Train Sim World 5.